it's gonna be a good, fun project. I was thinking that this is gonna be muddy.
It's usually not too bad.
We got a good base all the way back to right here. Then it gets a little dicey. Jeez, what are we doing? Going to get smoked today using T50 spray drones. It rained a lot last night.
It sure did.
Hopefully we can get back in there. Have you been back there lately?
It's been a week or two. But
How much product do you have with you?
I have 9 2.5 gallon jugs.
Okay. The label says anywhere between 2 quarts to 5 quarts. What were you planning for? Did you want to be on the higher side of the label?
Probably the lower side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 quarts.
Grasses are pretty susceptible.
Okay. Perfect. We don't know how many acres we're actually going to get, but we're planning between 40 and 50 acres is what we initially thought. We'll mix up for a smaller batch, and then we'll do what we can, and we'll see where we end up. But the mowed areas, that's what you guys would prefer to be able to be sprayed. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I was looking at that map and checking it out. I think a lot of this will be hand flown to get back in there and do it good. The wind died down. It was looking good afternoon, so we'll just get done what we can. I think we're gonna physically walk down there before we pull the trailer in there to make sure we.
Does that path get wet a lot, or is it high enough?
About halfway back, there's kind of like a pretty deep pool, and then it gets kind of sketchy. But yeah, it's usually not too bad.
Okay. Did you want to hang out and watch the process, or what? How were you gonna do this?
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit of it. I'd need to dip out a little bit before 9, but I can come back around like 10:30.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Did we want to transfer the chemicals to her?
Probably good to do that. I can drive closer to the. You want to load it in the?
We'll throw it in the back of my truck. Okay. I really want to do the best job possible because I want to see a good kill on this. Do you guys do more restoration projects like this?
Yeah, we do a lot of.
We got a sick project today. We've been working on this for a while. It's a wetland marsh restoration project. So there's invasive canary weedgrass, very invasive. It's back in this swamp. I know for the guys that are watching this in Florida, this is nothing compared to what you guys deal with, but we're gonna walk down this path and just make sure that we don't get the old NuWay rig stuck, because then we gotta get a tow truck, and then we probably get a tow truck to pull the tow truck out. We're gonna walk back there and see if we can get this done. It's gonna be a good, fun project. Got started early this morning. We were at, obviously, headquarters. We got our all stuff put on there. Then we got our water out of the pond right next door there to the shop. Water pond, some guys will be like, you don't wanna use water pond, but I've tested it, it's good to go. We have like this buoy thing, so when we throw the line out, it's actually floating, not sucking from the top of the water, but kind of down in the water a little bit. So we got water pond with us in the back. Dude, this is better than I thought it was. But I was thinking that this is gonna be muddy. But this is actually looking pretty decent. Okay, so this is gonna be okay so far. So do we wanna back up and then, it's definitely solid. Do you know what would work better? The dirt bike.
Why are we walking?
Jeez, what are we doing? I think that's that canary wheatgrass. Yeah, I think so, yep. She needs 18.5 gallons of surfactant. If you do...
We only have 2.
Yeah, so 74 quarts. If you do 2 quarts per acre and we have 37 acres, yeah, we have 2.5 gallons. We can mix that up and spray that.
We need to get back in, way back in here.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, not quite that far.
Like right here, I think.
No. Right
Isn't
there.
that the big area?
Yeah, so right there is the turnaround. And it has a power line, of course, back there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you remember the job we did down here?
Yeah, that's...
Some gnarly, guys, you gotta check out this gnarly seed job that we did. Just like this, trees inside the swamp, and we were seeding for a duck food plot, ripping up over the, it was a little sketch. Okay guys, so yep, a little smarter idea here, using the bike to go back there. It's a half mile back to where we think we can turn around. For some reason we started walking. So yeah, they've already been in here. They, last fall, which would have been like in October, November, I think they contacted me about doing this project. And it was already getting cold to the point where it didn't make sense to spray this with the plants going into dormancy. So they were in here and they did brush hogging. They brush hogged a bunch of areas, and those brush hogged areas are the areas that they like to get sprayed as much as possible. Yep, just checking out this road access to make sure that we can get back here nice. Gonna see how crazy small pocketed areas. We cannot have a drone go down. If we have a drone go down, beautiful area back here. This is just another scenario of like just being out in nature and being able to do this project and flying drones and getting paid for it. It's just, man, it just is so cool. Beautiful. Like, just look at this. Look, so we had flooding here. We had flooding here actually a good bit. You can see how all of this, like this brush washed up against the trees through here, this kind of low spot. But look at all the water that we're gonna be dealing with. But this is the stuff that they'd like to get sprayed. And we can totally knock this out, guys. I'm telling you. You got a manual plus this stuff. The DJI T50 is the best drone to do this type of work. I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be legit. It's gonna be a fun job. It's going to be a challenging job. Drones have been around for a long time and this company hasn't used them yet. And so I want to show them how good this stuff actually works. They're backpacking it. They're using backpacks to spray right now. We got to get those people away from that chemical. This is beautiful back here. Oh, geez. I don't know, guys. So here is our problem. Look at this. So we got a good base all the way back to right here. Then it gets a little dicey right through here. I gotta drive through there and see if we're gonna make it. Let's go. Okay, that's pretty solid. I think we're gonna have to be moving it a good bit. We got a big, huge area over here. I feel so blessed to be able to get to do projects like this. But here's another challenge that we're gonna have is when we get it to right here. So I'm gonna explain this. What's gonna be a challenge is if we can get the trailer to right here, we still have this overhang and stuff. We might need to try to trim this back because if we can't get through there, we don't have really good open areas all the way down through here. And we're gonna be like out in there doing that stuff. And doing this stuff like in through this. It's gonna be a challenge. Canary weedgrass is going to get smoked today using T50 spray drones. We're definitely backing. We're definitely not driving in. If we back in, gives the tow truck better access to pull us out. So we're gonna be good all the way back to that dip. But if we can't get past the dip, it's gonna be a challenge to figure out how to land and take off. Basically, when we're going back that path on the right and left, all that nice green, luscious looking grass, that's the stuff we're trying to kill. What I'm looking at is if we go all the way back to the water hole, if we can't make it through there, we don't have a good landing spot. But if we start in the front here, we definitely have a good area we can work from the top and we can go in there and get some done. But the next thing is if we can't get past that dip, we have to go back there and fly the drones all the way to here and then do a long ferry. But like looking at it again, we'll smoke that stuff with the manual plus, yeah. There's gonna be that one spot. It looks like somebody went back there and was spinning to try to get through. I drove through with a bike. The one section, the water was about this high, but it still feels solid. The problem is when you're backing up, you're gonna have to get enough to get up over the hill. Yeah. It's kind of smeary on the edges, but not in the bottom.
All right, sorry.
Okay, backing in. All right, guys, so Jay's gonna go ahead and get the rig turned around. 400 times 8, you know, if it'd be 8 pounds to the gallon, that's 3,200 pounds. It's all over the axles of how the NuWay trailer is designed. The problem is we should have put bigger mudder tires on here. Now the pressure is gonna be on Jay. If he can keep it on the road is solid. If we get off, that's where we're gonna be screwed. Once we get back there and we wanna try to ramrod it, it'd be nice to have a winch on here. We're working on a NuWay system that's going to make these types of access really nice, really good. I'm excited about it. But we're gonna be golden all the way back till we get to that one dip that you guys seen. They must have trimmed it back, because when me and Jay were here, all these trees were like down low. Rip the drones off if we kept them up there, so we have them in the drone security box. Until we get back there, we'll pull them out. Normally I travel with them on top. Well, he's making this look pretty easy. Landon, we should have hopped on there. We got the old Junior on the dirt bike there, ramrodding them back in here. Okay, Jay, I'll take you up on a ride. What the heck? All right, so I'm gonna have to pick up this tree, this partial tree here once we get back to the pilot protection area. Yep, this'll work. Yeah, keep going. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was easy. So we got nice green areas like that. That's stuff that's gonna get sprayed. We got stuff on that side, on this side. Look at all that. All of that. So yeah, we can just start here because that's the always areas to see dod better. So we're gonna set up here at this one location. They got the drone out of the drone security box. Basically, because we don't have a lot of surfactant, we have enough for 5 acres. So we're just gonna use one drone to get started. And well, I'll mix up for 5 acres with the surfactant that we have. And then we'll see what we get done. Once the surfactant gets here, we'll try to move back further or have somebody bring us a chainsaw when we trim back some of these trees. All right, guys, so we only had enough adjuvant, like I told you, to do 5 acres. Jay did a small acre, I think it was like 2.5 acres on that side, and he's working on a little bit over here, but we're basically out of product. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out the other drone, and we're actually going to just start boundarying a different way than we were just doing it in this video. So we're gonna boundary and then create obstacles inside of our boundaries that we build. So I'm gonna pull this drone out, and then we're gonna go through and do that. It's gonna take a long time to do it, but this is fun. This is a fun job to try to get it knocked out, be precise, and do a good job for them. So it's gonna probably take us most of the day or all day to do it if the product shows up in time. That's it, that's all I got. It's fun. I just can't believe I get to do this out in the wilderness and get paid to fly drones. It's so fun. Said the only reason I work out is so I can do that. It's actually really easy. I've already hurt my back, so hurting it some more is a little difficult. But I'm telling you, this box, I'm glad guys stayed on me about needing a box, because if they wouldn't have, I probably wouldn't have made it, but it's really nice now that I have it. Good to you guys that stayed on me. We're like, Mike, you gotta make something to carry your drones in. I was like, you don't need it, you put it on the top. Now that I have it, I'm like, I'm glad I do. Have you ever had something like that, Landon, where you're like, yeah, you don't need it, and then you get it and you're like, shucks, should have had it. Well. That's all right. This is where it hits you again. You're just out here in nature. This is an absolutely just beautiful. Yeah, you literally get to listen to the birds, fly drones. It's beautiful. All right, so now Jay is going in here. So Jay's going into Manual Plus. He's going to physically be flying this drone with these sticks, but he's going to put in there the parameters that we want. 5 gallons an acre, the droplet size, how fast to fly. You could slow that down if you don't want the drone, you know, jerking back and forth. And then 9 foot above the crop, 25 foot route spacing. Yeah, that's solid.
Take off
so,
first.
Yep, so you got to take off, and then once he hits start, then we're going to go. Oh yeah, look how beautiful that looks.
Yeah.
Nice. How big do you think that field is? 2 acres?
It's a couple acres.
That's nuts that they were able to go in there and mow that stuff.
She said it was dry last fall.
So if you hit start, then it'll start going down to its set altitude.
All right, we just flew around the edge of this field here. We're gonna hit end. Now we're gonna actually save that as a field so we can just do the routes. Do a 20-foot margin, so it brings our field margin in. And we're gonna do a route only.
He's talking to it there. I'm trying to get this drone down so we can...
route only, use 25-foot spacing, and 24-foot spacing. Save it.
So you got all the parameters put in there.
I'm saving the field now. How many acres is it? Let's see here.
I was gonna
2.5, 2.48. So pretty close. Yeah. Now we got our boundary built. Use that field. Select our rate, 5 gallons per acre. 24-foot route spacing. Flight speed. Good. All right, aircraft connected.
So how many gallons is going to use on this?
It is going to use 12 gallons. So might as well let it fill it up right now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, let's just send it out there and see what it feels like. It's only going to use 12 gallons. You probably wouldn't need to since you've already flown around the boundary.
This is beautiful.
Oh, but this is the gnarliest stuff as far as like obstacles. You're flying in amongst the trees, small areas. I'm telling you guys, this is so fun. This is so futuristic, being able to do this. Right here tells us how fast the pump is pumping, the distance from at home point, how fast the drone's going. They maneuvered around it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just did.
I don't even know what to say other than this is so cool to be able to spray this stuff in such a hard to reach area. So cool. Okay, so that was how many acres was that? So almost 2.5 acres done. Are you gonna go on this side? Is that what you're gonna do?
I think we're gonna do that little section there, and there's another bigger
there's a big section over there. Did you fly over there already?
Yeah, I flew over there.
So a lot of you guys are buying drones from us and we're servicing them. We're helping you troubleshoot. We're actually out here. We use this equipment. The equipment we sell you, we believe in the equipment, so we got a service as well. I'm telling you, this is the best spray drone ecosystem, the whole system, meaning from the app to flying it manually to flying it auto. It might not be the best at flying the fastest, but it is good overall. So again, what Jay's gonna do on this is he's Manual Plus, he's flying around the edge, and then once he gets done, he'll create that as a boundary, and then he can fly its straight lines. Don't you agree, Jay? These drones are the best drones on the market.
So far, anything we've tested, this is way above anything else.
Just a user-friendliness of needing to get into the system, understanding it, what it's telling you. How many acres was that one?
1.5.
Now he's got the drone set up to go run its straight lines. All right, guys, so still waiting on the product, but what we're gonna do is, we talked about it, she would like to do some areas where the mix is hotter. Instead of doing 5 gallons total solution, we're only gonna do 2 gallons, see how it does. So we're gonna get the drones down, put them in the box, and then back to the backside of the property. There's a bigger area there to be able to do more acres. So we only have enough yet to do another 28 acres. Let's go. Like, we're gonna have to have such a good angle on it when you hit it, because once you start going sideways, you can't actually.
You have to turn right there.
Yeah, I know. Oh, geez. Like, if we could get here, this is an open LZ, but yeah, but Jay, we want to go all the way back to there.
Oh, if we get past this, you want to keep going?
Yeah, we go to that telephone pole, and then we can get all this open area. I think right here it's too soft. It's just too soft in here. Well, we got the dirt bike, maybe that'll pull it out, or Landon's big muscles. Yeah. Okay, yep, we'll try it one more good time, but as long as it doesn't jackknife. Are you making an executive decision, you're going for it? I'm not gonna pressure you. I did not pressure him. He just made this decision on his own. Give me a rating, Landon, 1 to 10 if he's gonna get stuck. 1 to 10. I'm going 6. Yeah, keep going, Jay. Yeah, yep. No, you didn't get that angle right. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, do not. Floor it, Harold. Oh, you're good, Jay. Straighten it out. Oh, Oh yeah. That wasn't even that dramatic. Yeah, you're good. Yep. Oh yeah. Look at the big, nice area back here. Did you see those nice open fields? You did pretty good. Honestly, if we'd have a little bit better tires.
Those tires are absolutely crap.
Yeah. We could go meet him out at the road. We could unhook the trailer there. Alrighty, folks, we're back at it. I think it's almost exactly midday. We got like 1 o'clock. Jay is going to go to that side. He's gonna knock that out. I'm gonna go to that side. We're gonna go back to 5 gallons an acre. We were talking about 2 gallons an acre, but we're just gonna stay uniform. We're gonna do 5 gallons an acre, run 2 drones. We got only like 29 acres to do. Let's go. Jay's out there making some stuff. I'm gonna go in here, pick my manual plus, come in here, 5 gallons to the acre, 500 microns, flight speed, 9-foot crop, yep. Let's change this. Good here, route spacing, no connection. Losing connection, not good. All right, let's do that. Flight speed, let's go 25. Okay, that'll work. We can only do 22. All right, we're good to go. Here we go. Stand clear. Confirm.
Aircraft preparing to take off.
Is that a tree? Did I miss that tree? Did I go around that tree? Oh no. I can always go down there and make it a boundary or an obstacle. Save as field.
Crosshair.
Margins
Add point with the
20.
task area for higher accuracy. Fasten all
I
buttons
have to
securely
make this
to
as
prevent
a
potential safety risks.
obstacle, so I want to go down there and check that tree. There's a tree right here that I just want to make sure that I get, so I'm going to go ahead and fly down there and make it an obstacle if it is a tree.
Aircraft preparing to take
Down
off.
there, check.
Stand back at a safe distance. Full flight recorded.
Yeah, so there's definitely a tree there. So I see what it did. It went around it like that. Okay. So we're going to make this, I'm adding obstacle points, flying around the tree, dropping points as I go. Once I get all the way around it, we can start there. Hit save, hit use, 5 GPA, 500 micron, flight speed as fast as we can go. Let's go down to 24, 25. We'll collapse that. We're gonna hit start.
How much manual flying did you do in your field? 10%? 20?
I basically flew around the boundary manually, and then I created a field off that boundary. Then it was all automated from there. Now I'm back there just flying manually everything.
Going to advance, and since I already did the boundary, I'm not going to do that orange boundary. I'm just going to do a route only. So, just do the route only. That should work out really, really well. Get very good coverage. I'm going to save, give it a name. Now I'm going to use it, select my template. Alright, I'm taking off.
Alright.
That's the most manual flying I've ever done. The time goes fast when you're doing that. That's cool though. Dude, we got more acres done than they would ever been able to. What did you think of like the fluid coming out and stuff?
I mean, it looked like you got really good coverage.
In total, I think we did just over 30 some acres of canary weed grass control. This stuff is super invasive. It's literally growing everywhere. Use the drones. Like I said, first time this company's ever used drones. They would have normally been in here with backpack sprayers trying to get this done. Yeah, this is gonna be a better way of doing it. Here in Ohio, never thought I'd get the opportunity to do this in this marshland, just out in nature. I just love it. Flying drones, getting paid for it. You could do the same. If you want to get into something like this, make sure to get hold of us, NuWayAg.com. Call the team, ask questions. We sell the drones, we sell the trailers, we help you, we coach you along the way to start doing this same thing in your area. All right, guys, so it's been over 2 weeks since we done that project, and I'm telling you what, we went out there with the drone to get footage of it to see how well it worked. It absolutely smoked it. Great application using the drones in that marsh area to get that canary reed grass under control. I am very, very happy with the results that we got. I'm telling you guys, this is the way to do this type of spraying with drones. So here's before and afters of that project. There you go. Alrighty guys, that's all I got. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Hey, leave a comment if you like these longer videos.